first live stream. Well, actually the second, because I just did it for a minute and canceled because I didn't trust that it was working. But then it seems to be. So let's give it a try. Hopefully I've cleaned up all my stuff. So what are we doing here? Well, there is a hackathon happening, a vibe coding 1 hour hackathon. And we're about to find out on Vibe Coding Discord what the prompt is, or what are we building? This is fun. The first hackathon I've done in like 12 years. I was trying to figure it out. I did a Ludum Dare, which is like an indie development for gaming dev hackathon that's really popular. Check it out. And the last time I did that hackathon, it was 12 years ago. So back then I was doing a lot of Unity game dev just for fun and was doing hackathons now and then. They're really fun. Great way to like explore and try something new and have a little fun, not caring if you make anything great, especially in an hour. These hackathons back when I was doing them before, you might have 24, 48 hours to build something. This is going to be interesting with our 1 hour hackathon. So thanks anyone that's here or watching it after live. Let me know if this is something that you enjoyed checking out. And I've heard we're going to keep doing these in the Vibe Coding Discord. So maybe once a month, I'm going to try to do more. Hackathons are really fun. All right, let's go. Give me the prompt. So the plan as far as how we're going to vibe code this is to, I guess we should open this up. Let's start in V0 to get our initial app built by V0. And then I'm probably gonna take it into VS Code and use Klein and RuCode. I heard Klein is sponsoring this hackathon. That's really awesome. Klein is one of my top vibe coding tools. It's great. It's a VS Code extension. So if you're familiar with Visual Studio Code, which Microsoft puts out as a way to develop software to IDE, you can install Klein into VS Code and it basically turns VS Code into Cursor. I personally like it more because I'm just comfortable in VS Code already, so it's great. But I'm chatting. Let's see. What do we got? Boom. All right, here we go. Welcome to the first official VibeJam event of the Vibe Coding community. As I mentioned before, we're going to try to do this monthly. Kickoff starts. Our two sponsors, Klein and Vibes DIY. Awesome. Lifetime membership for first place to Vibes DIY. Ooh, that is nice. I want that. And second place is $1,000 in Klein credits. Wow. As somebody that quit their job to vibe code on YouTube, I could definitely use some Klein credits. So final magic button. All right. Let's see. I gotta think about that. Magic button. I love the theme. This is cool. Magic button. So I was just messing around with somebody else's vibe coding app. I need to figure out what it was. This is it. So this is cool. I go back. So this is basically an audio-based app where you practice dialoguing with another person, but it's really just an LLM. I did this one. See if I can get my roommate to pay his rent. Yeah, Chris, how are you doing with the rent? We're behind. Do you have it for this month? I understand, Chris. Well, like, can you do it next week? You think you can have it? Well, anyway, I gotta go. So, how cool is this? So, yeah, eventually, I think the idea is you're working through getting him to pay rent, and it gives you a score whether you actually achieved it. So cool! I love this. There's some gamification here. Um, but yeah, I kind of cut out early. Anyway, the thing that got me thinking though with this was the audio aspect of it. I have not done any vibe coding or built anything with audio before, and I know that OpenAI's audio, real-time audio, is what this person said they used to build Rehearsal. First of all, I'll go check this out because rehearsal.so is really cool. And then I'm just going to quickly look at the docs here. Okay, actually, I have an idea for the magic button. So, what if it was like, I don't know why it's popped in my head, like Happy Gilmore, take me to my happy place, right? So, the magic button, maybe we ask a few questions to try to get an understanding, like what is this user's happy place? And you press the button, and then we use, I think we're going to need sound and we're going to need visual. So we'll do, I don't know if we're going to be able to do this in an hour, but we're going to try to basically maybe generate like a little AI music. So this is probably not going to be on OpenAI. We're going to find something else, but generate like a little tune and then use an OpenAI to generate an image that's like a happy place image based on the person's criteria that they give us. Okay, that's it. We've got it. So I don't have a name yet, but when can we start? Not yet. Not yet. Okay. You can now begin the research. I will announce when the vibe coding phase begins in 30 minutes. Okay, so I can wireframe and sketch. All right. So let me see if this works. I want to try. Nope. Did not work. Check this out. Whoa. Yeah. It's like a whiteboard. So let's see. What can you see? Yeah. Magic button. I also have post-it notes. Got all the stuff. Okay. So the funny thing is the interface is probably going to be really basic. Ultimately, we want the button to be big and flashy. And it's going to be some kind of happy button. That person does not look. There you go. Okay. So in reality, we're going to create, how do we actually do that? We need to understand about the person. So we can either do it with text, e.g., place you love activity that makes you smile. One more, I think. Three things should be plenty for Oh boy, it's all flipped. That's not good. Wait. Oh, I almost had it. Sorry, everyone. I'm still learning how to use my software here, which is Restream, and it's really cool. But I'm just not good at it yet because this is literally the first time me using it. Okay, let's go back here. Where'd I go? Sorry, world. There we go. All right, so I think I've clicked it, but yes. All right. See, I'm figuring this out. So, place you love, activity that makes you smile, and now one more thing that we're going to ask the individual to make their. Now, this is probably going to cost me some OpenAI monies. I'm going to be a little careful here. Might not be a very high-res happy place. Place you love, activity that makes you smile, and person. No, I don't do people. Keep in mind, like OpenAI will not generate an image if people give it prompts that it thinks are even close to something that's like licensed. That's kind of hard. I was trying to just put a cape onto my illustration yesterday, and it was a struggle. Guess I thought I was trying to be Superman. Place you love, activity that makes you smile, and physical object you can't live without. Okay, is that like legible? Not bad. Okay, so in some way we're going to collect this from the user. Then they will click this button. We will hit OpenAI image 1 API. And we need some kind of AI music service. I haven't done that before, so we'll figure something out there. Okay. So 312, we've gotten it all figured out. Just about. Not really. But the question is actually going to be, can I actually hook this stuff up in an hour? Maybe, but I can't start until 3:30. So if anyone, I guess I can do this. I can do wireframing, right? So let me go back to. Here we go. Sweet. I'm getting better at this now. So I can't go into V0 because that's considered vibe coding, but I can go into ChatGPT, maybe. See, look, I eventually got this, but I had to. It made almost all of this one, and then it cut out. So I said, using same style and guy, have him be wearing a stock superhero outfit. And it said that violated the policy. And I was like, wearing a royalty-free superhero outfit. Still no. But then I just said, using same style and guys wearing a red cape. And I mean, might as well be Superman, but yeah, no S. So it's fine. Okay. ChatGPT can be really good at giving you like landing page inspiration type stuff. So I'm just going to kind of give it a prompt about what we're put up on the board here. And then we're gonna, see what ChatGPT does with it. All right. I need a landing page mock-up for a web app. All right, so I kind of just laid out my thinking on the idea. I need a landing page mockup for a web app where the user describes 3 things about the place, activities, and things they love, and then presses the big magic button to be sent to their happy place. On the screen will be a full scene with music that fits their likes. Okay. Yeah, I want a visual mockup. And then we'll get going on that. Let me jump over into the Discord channel, see anything going on. Oh, apparently you can set up configuration already, but that seems like the last thing I want to do. Oh, am I not in the Vibe channel? Oh, voice channel. Well, that seems like I can't go in there because I'm on public on YouTube. All right. So 15 minutes. What's ChatGPT doing? All right, it's working on it here. Find your happy place. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, it's coming up with some ideas similar to what I did on the whiteboard. Cool. We're gonna need to have really, really slick, fast questionnaire. I hate long questionnaires, so we don't want this to feel like it's. Oh, we definitely should have this about the vibes. Yeah. Everyone's gonna get really annoyed with the word vibe if they aren't already annoyed with it. And I named my channel Travis Vibes, but I feel like I had to ride the wave of the current zeitgeist. So sorry. But once it passes me by, I'll still have the name, and then people will no longer be tired of it. Cyclical. So find your happy place. What kind of place? This is good, but it needs a human. Not even like a photo. It just needs like a person thinking about doing it. All right, let's spice it up a little bit. Right, you need to have some kind of human touch in your landing page. If it's all text or even visuals, but there's no people or something that's human, I think it's a bad idea. That can be an AI generated human, but it has to look like a human. Interesting. I'm trying to decide whether I should use Claude Sonnet or Gemini 2.5 for where was I? I think I was in Cursor. Oh, geez. Anyways, I can't find the post, but I heard somebody saying that the recent Gemini May update has made 2.5 a little wild. I haven't used it yet to vibe code since they upgraded it from the March release. So that would be a bit of a wild card. Oh yeah, I also wanted to check out Figma because they just released. I love Figma. I use it in my real job when I had one, and they just had their big announcement, and now they have AI apparently. So not sure how to use it though. So maybe I'll do some of that. Another great thing whenever you're having a hackathon, if you do one, have a couple of things that you want to try, a tool that you haven't used before and you want an excuse to try it. Hackathons are awesome for that because it puts you under the pressure of delivering under a certain amount of time, like some kind of functionality. So you dive really deep into the tool and like get familiar with it really fast. Or a library that you haven't coded with before, a vibe coding platform you haven't used before. It's just a great excuse to try something new. All right, so what did they launch at Config 2025? Draw. I did see that. If you haven't seen their commercial where it's parents going and yelling at their daughter about using Draw and Figma, it's hilarious. Grid. Here we go. Start with the design, prompt your way to a functional prototype. I guess they didn't really release any like mock-up tools. That's what I was hoping for. Like generate UX mock-ups, because I feel that we have a lot of platforms and software for building web apps with vibe coding, but not like vibe designing. Not saying it's going to be good. Not saying that, UX folks, don't worry. I value what you do very, very highly. Okay. Well, I really just want to go. Planning. I need another 10 minutes of planning. We have a button. I guess we can buy a domain. That's always fun. Domain GPT. I was trying this one out the other day. If somebody knows the best, like one of these where it will actually come up with good ideas for you, let me know. Happy place, magic button. I mean, I don't care how long it is. .com. I like the .ai, but they're like $35 a year for it, so I'm just sticking with .coms. Okay, some of these are a little bit more suggestive than I'm going for here. Thrill button. No, none of these are working for me. All of them are way too suggestive. Maybe I'll just buy it straight under my Cloudflare account. That means we just have to straight up come up with the idea. No LLM help whatsoever. Just go for it. Something around like take me to my happy place, but that's a really long domain. To my happy place.com. To my happy place.com is not bad. All right. To my happy place.com. What about just my? Well, I like the to because it's like we're taking you there. All right, we did the most important part, which is buying the domain name that we will definitely never actually use for anything real and adding it to our extremely long list of backlog of domain names that we have. So good on that. now. Yes. All right. Domain achieved. 7 more minutes till we can start. That was too fast. I really hope this live stream's working. I don't even know, but I'm supposed to record this. I'm pretty sure it is. All right. Well, if you are here, I'm not seeing the chat or using it. So I really appreciate that you're supporting me. I do feel it, but I don't see it. I only see my objective, which is to vibe code to myhappyplace.com in the next hour and actually have it work. So we got to keep it. I mean, I said this on my longer series where I'm vibe coding a full web app. Got to keep it simple. So okay, one thing we'll do is jump over just to my main cam. Ooh, see, I'm getting good at it now. I just disable that cam. Okay. So that's going to be a stretch goal. The music, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. This part is like almost assuredly not going to happen in the hour, but maybe, you know, if this is fun, we could add it after. But if we can get this in the hour where we actually integrate the Image One API from OpenAI so that we take the criteria that they give us. Let's go over back to ChatGPT. Yeah, so you can see, I mean, I wanted it to actually incorporate this into this. So maybe we can do that. VibeJam 1, VibeJam 2, jeez. I'm gonna just start a new session. And we're gonna just throw this stuff in here. The other one go. Okay, sorry, bear with me. I'm just trying to basically see if combine these concepts into a single landing page. And now we can also give it our new domain name. We're really going to make this thing real. All right, and we're getting close. So again, my objective is to vibe code to my happy place and have it actually deployed and working in an hour. It's questionable, but okay. Yeah, I just want the visual mockup, not all your AI slop. Yeah, I mean, regardless, it's going to be fun, right? Even if we don't make it and we crash and burn, it's going to be fun. It's a Friday afternoon. We're jumping into a 1 hour long vibe coding hackathon. I mean, what could be better? So, yeah, by the way, like 2 minutes, if you want to join, hop on, just start screen recording. There's $1,000 prize if you get first or second place. All right, so, and our actual strategy from a vibe coding perspective is going to be to start in V0, start in Vercel V0, and that's going to give us our initial working web app. I probably should be typing the prompt right now, but I don't know if that counts or not. And once V0 gives us our working initial web app. Then I'm going to pull it out of V0 because I'll move a lot faster if I jump into VS Code and use Klein. So again, sorry if you were on earlier and I already covered this, but Klein is an extension of VS Code, which is an IDE for developers to write software. And Klein basically makes VS Code into Cursor. And I love VS Code already because when I was whenever I'm developing, that's kind of my choice IDE. And so I didn't even know about Cursor initially when it began to vibe coding. I actually started vibe coding in Klein as the first vibe coding platform. And yeah, I mean, I've tried everything else and it's still the best for me. So everyone's different, but if you like VS Code or you want to get into VS Code, then definitely check it out. Okay, it went really hard with the text. Now it's like too much. But yeah, I mean, I in some way, this is the concept, but without it looking like this almost looks like we're trying to get you to join a cult. So it's not a cult. It's just a fun little AI app. All right. So boom, 3:30. All right, let's go. What can I help you ship? So what we can do, I don't want to give it this because this one was so busy, but I can give, I guess I got to drag it in. I'm going to give it this from ChatGPT as a good starting point. Save us from prompt typing out a bunch of stuff. Create a landing page. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here trying to like get it to build a lot of stuff in V0. I just want the kind of base app. And then I'm going to deploy it to Vercel so we have an easy deploy path. And then I'm going to pull it down local into GitHub, like into my local Git, and we're going to use VS Code and Klein. So right now, we're going to have to just give V0 a little bit of time to crank. We could have done this in Klein directly, honestly, but I like kind of just starting here. I think that V0, because it's built by Vercel, it definitely they're building more and more into their platform to build solid Next.js web apps, right? Because Next.js and Vercel are, tight. And so yeah, I also use Next.js apps. I'm getting back into Next.js after being rusty on it. But I think if you're looking for something to learn and a platform to ramp up on, then Vercel V0 is a great one for vibe coding. And Vercel in general is awesome. So their AI SDK for integrating into, to integrating your web app into different AI functionality is also good. All right, so this looks not nearly as sexy as what ChatGPT gave us, but it's a web app, not just a visual. So, yeah, let's deploy it. Countdown. Already spent 2 minutes of my hour deployed to Vercel. Yeah, deploy to production. Done. Vibe coding achieved. I don't know if it's doing that. It doesn't like it. What's happening? Questionable. All right. If you can't deploy, you could also just give me the code. Yeah, let's just fork it. What did I do? Oh, that means like fork it for V0. Whoops. I want to fork it into my GitHub. Okay, looks like I can just do an npx command for that. Cool. All right, so let's get into Visual Studio Code. This is where will be a lot of the hour. And let's make a new everything. Happy place. All right, I've never actually done this whole like copy. I've never run this command from V0 before. We'll try it. Yeah, Next.js. Happy place. If anyone's on and watching, thank you so much. I am not good at live streaming and I'm not looking at my chat, but I love all the support. And yeah, there may be 0 people watching, but if anyone is, thank you. Would you like to use TypeScript? Yes. Which style? Well, I live in New York, so New York, I guess. Neutral. All right, I'm vibe coding here. Something went wrong? Come on, help me out here. It's already a struggle. Can't deploy. Oh, all right. I think it was just. All right, great. We have it on V0 now. I think it was just lagging or some weird caching. Okay, so we can add a domain to myhappyplace.com. Oh, no, this is, oh, I see. This is just to like, what do we name the, all right. So yeah, let's not worry about the custom domain yet, obviously. But we have deploy. So always be deploying. So, all right, that means that we now have it on Vercel, right? So can I get in there and get it? Oh, excuse me. What happened? Connect get repository. I don't have a repository that I want to connect it to. So far, so good, guys. We're really we're trucking along here. Connect get. All right, let me go figure this out real quick. I'm gonna stop screen sharing because I might need to get into like my actual stuff. Just want to get a repo set up. Okay, I'm just setting up a repo. Make it public. I guess I could be screen sharing this part, but I wasn't sure if I was going to see any sensitive information. So all right, sweet. We got our GitHub repo connected. Now I'm going to add it to my local Git so that we can pull down the repo. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not screen sharing. It's not very exciting at the moment, but I'm about to screen share again. Local path. Oh, no, I'm not trying to add a local. Clone a repo. Okay, awesome. All right, we're back. Thank you. So now we should have files, no? Open. No, it still don't have files. What's happening? Yeah, I feel like it's still like V0 could be more integrated into Vercel. It's still a little bit confusing at times how to like jump back and forth here. But maybe that's just me. All right, so we've got all right, we're going old school now. I'm just going to download a zip file of our code base at this point. Jesus. Let's do it manually. Sometimes that's the best thing. All right, so I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of setup here, but if we do this now, we won't be rushing at the end to make sure this stuff's all set up properly. Init. All right, so now we should be able to run this locally as well. Let's make sure. What the hell is this? It's probably do we not have? Oh, this I think node version. What are we on? 23. NVM use 20. I definitely have NVM installed. Yeah, I just don't have that. All right. Oh, don't leave my stream. This is great. I'm just doing regular old freaking terminal setup stuff. Jesus. Fun times. There we go. All right. So NVM use 20. I'm just worried that I'm using a wrong version of Node. I don't know what V0 is using, but 23 seems very recent. Let's see if we can run it now. Same thing. All right, so start leveraging the vibe coding to do some npm install. Okay, yeah. So I'm using. Let's use Gemini and see if it's okay. They still have it put as March, but everyone says March. This is actually the May update from Gemini that people are saying is very, they're saying it's not as good as the March. Let's see how it does. I just needed to help me resolve this npm install problem right now. Good old dependency JavaScript stuff. You never get away from it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter vibe coding. We're vibe coding npm dependencies. It's so fun. Whoa, high demand of Gemini on Open Router. Limited to 1 request per minute. I'm in a 1-hour hackathon. I don't have time for that. All right. I guess we're not using Gemini. We are using Claude 3.7. It's on it. 3.7. Time for this. All right, Claude, take it away. Gemini is apparently too popular right now. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you, I don't really like it running a lot of the terminal stuff. Okay. Yeah, it worked. Cool. What I was saying was just like, I don't like it doing a lot of the QA and testing, like starting the terminal, going and checking the web. Burns a lot of money. I like it to write the code. I try to do everything else as much as possible. It's also just not good at it. I feel like it just goes and wastes a lot of time. Yeah, gotta add a get ignore. Thanks, VS Code. All right, so it looks like we're good now. Let's see, are we running? Great. Okay, 15 minutes. That was a quarter of our time, but we now have things deployed on Vercel, and we have things running locally, and so we can actually get going. I mean, the art here is just atrocious, so we have to deal with that. But I mean, we don't actually have this doing anything yet. So, all right, new session. Let's start with the integration with the image with ChatGPT. I can never say it. ChatGPT image 1. This is going to be where we actually get it to create an image for us. Yeah, an image of their happy place. Let's try. Actually, no. You know what? Before we try, let's do something else. This will be fun. So one of the cool things about Klein is that their MCP servers marketplace is the best I've seen. Everyone else, they give you like a JSON like editor. It's like, here's your MCP servers, and you're just supposed to paste in the JSON config, but you can search, you can install. So Klein is awesome for the MCP servers, which if you're not familiar with MCP servers, also look into that because they are a huge unlock for vibe coding and for any kind of AI work. It's just a way to give much more capability and tooling to your LLM that you're using. So what I'm setting up right now is going to be actually a tool called Context 7 that is one I keep hearing about, but I haven't actually set up myself, as you can see, since it's going and setting it up. But I think it's going to be really helpful for us for integrating with the OpenAI Image 1 API, because that's a newer API. It just came out a couple weeks ago. And so what happens is the LLMs are not aware that that is the latest version. And they will go and they will grab a previous version of the image API. They'll grab DALL-E 3, in my experience, and you'll waste a bunch of time. So with Context 7, if we go to like OpenAI, for example, you can actually get all of the most up-to-date docs as already in a format that you can then just pump into your LLM for context. So it knows, okay, this is the latest API. Here's the documentation of how to integrate it. And you're helping the LLM actually do a good job. If you rely on it to just know all this stuff without needing to be fed some context, it struggles. Okay, so what do we need to do? It's setting up a lot of stuff. Okay. So you can see even for the MCP server setup, it's still the same. It's like vibe coding, right? You just let it go and set everything up that it needs. And then fingers crossed, at the end, it's going to tell us that it's set up. Boom. Okay. And it went and tested it, and it's saying it's working. So yeah, we just went and set up an MCP server. We didn't do anything. We just clicked around in Klein. Really cool. So now back to a new session. Now that we have context 7, I don't know if this is the best way to use it. I'm just going to try it. Use context 7 to look up. So I told it to look up OpenAI API docs for image 1 image creation API because that's the, wow, we're already at, okay, almost 20 minutes. Sorry, this is like being on top, what is it, like Top Chef or Cutthroat Kitchen. Supposed to make a dish in 10 minutes. Yeah, go for it, Klein. Use it. See, so it went and it's looking for the available libraries. Found one, OpenAI, Go. No, we don't need Go. Hopefully it finds the right one here. Which one is it doing? OpenAI cookbook. All right, cool, interesting. A cookbook, if you're not familiar, is usually like a bunch of dev scripts to do like helpful, useful things. Well, it's cranking through on doing something. Why is it talking about DALL-E 3? Don't want DALL-E 3. Oh, yes, newer. Yes, this is what I want. I want to integrate with okay, I see. So it's, wow, it's cranking through. You can see the cost, by the way, how much this one session has cost us so far, 14 cents. But if you're not careful, that can get up into the tens of dollars for a single session. So I usually do small sessions because the further this white line goes across, the more each back and forth is costing you. So now we're at 20 cents. All right, I'm not sure. It's not like doing anything. It's just telling me about it. Like, okay, implement a simple integration with image 1, where we send description, that's what we need, right? Like we just need to send some prompt and then get back. Try and keep it basic. A lot of times I feel that when you're vibe coding, the LLMs will try to build a bunch of scaffolding, a bunch of edge cases, and it's better to iteratively tell it like, let's build a basic initial version, and then we're going to incrementally build off of that. Why are we using Python now? What? No. We don't need Python. All right. This is failing. Did it do any actual code change? I'm pretty sure we need to add. Was it? I don't think. I was going to ask it to add this to the gignor, but I don't think Klein by default can update the gignor. it expects you to. Okay. Hey. So this is a kind of a wacky idea, but I did already do an integration POC, like a proof of concept of the exact integration that I need. Like, I'm going to try to just grab the snippet and tell it, like, this is what you need to do. Like, I don't need a whole Python service for this. It was trying to go and do a whole separate service. All right, maybe if we start in planning. So sometimes I find that if you plan it out, then tell it go and do it, it'll do a better job. Plan out a basic integration with OpenAI image 1. Use this code snippet as reference. Basically, just kind of like, hey, here's how I did it in a previous project. Go and try to do something very similar. Oh boy. Ignore about the memory bank. All right, I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Did it sound like everything was working okay? Yeah, last time, but like there wasn't anything messed up about it. So I really have no idea what I'm doing. All right, well, gotta at least bring in a guest for just a minute here. What? Oh boy, he's nervous. You don't want to be on camera, Gouda? Okay. So, what are we doing? They just tell me a lot of stuff here. Did you make it happen? That's all we need to know. Oh. What is it again? I've never. Legacy peer depths. Just, I don't know why. Anytime we Mac, just always put this on there. Somebody smarter and more knowledgeable than me will tell you why. Okay. We did npm install. I don't have time to read the code today. Install the dependencies. We did that. Create the config and token service files. I don't know what the heck that means. I do know we're going to have to set some environment variables. That much I definitely know. So I'm going to go I'm just going to turn my screen share off for a minute so that we can do the environment variable for OpenAI, which I don't need any of you to see my OpenAI API keys. Rack up all kinds of monies. All right, we're at the halfway point, everyone. Struggle. Not a struggle, but, you know, like, okay, getting my secret key over here. Oh, what am I doing? No. Get out. Man, I'm really going to have to make the last 30 minutes count because the first 30 minutes has not counted. Maybe next, like a 2-hour vibe jam, everybody. 1 hour. I'm old and slow. Yeah. I'm just going to, again, trying to get some secret environment variables that I can't show on the screen set up. Okay. Okay, we added our key. I'll put the screen back on. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but let's check it out. Whoa. Intense. One issue. Oh boy, here we go. Damn it, the memory bank. What is it, Nick? I need a memory bank. Oh, because I just haven't initted it? Okay. Yeah, I usually use a memory bank, which is basically just a folder of markdown files in your app files. And it just is a quick way to kind of give some context to the LLMs. So check out the concept. Klein, I think, were the first folks that came up with this, as far as I know. I heard it through Klein's community, at least. And it definitely helps because it's a cheap, fast way to give your vibe coding session enough context to know, like, okay, this is the file structure of your app. This is where API routes are, et cetera, et cetera. I need to be in act mode for that. All right, this is probably, again, not what I need to be spending my time on in a 1-hour vibe coding jam, hackathon vibe jam. But at this point, it keeps talking about a memory bank, so I figure let's just give it the memory bank and maybe make it happy. And then it will do what we want. Or not. But we've got 28 more minutes to try to get this to work. Confidence level, fairly low. Okay, you got your memory bank. Can you get some other stuff now? Or are you still making memory bank files? Oh boy. All right, let's stop and think. With the final 25 plus minutes, we're going to try to get the image gen working. And then we're going to have to keep the input, like the questions here, Place you love, activity that makes you smile, physical object you can't live without. Those are going to just be text fields. We're going to have to grab 3 words. You get 1 word, 1 word, 1 word. That's all you get. And then we're going to feed those 3 words into OpenAI image 1. And then we're going to go happy place. And then it's going to be like mountain. Maybe you like mountains, or you like waves, or you like trees. So that's the point. But look, we're still making a memory bank. This is like wasting my time and my 22 cents. I actually do like the memory bank concept. I just think in a 1 hour vibe jam, probably not what I should be doing. That's all. It is useful in a real project. Okay, it's saying finally. So I think we only burned like 4 minutes, making 2 to 4 minutes making this memory bank. Luckily, it knows what we're going to be doing in June for this project, so that's good. I'll let the team know. But I mean, I really think Happy Place can scale. I'll probably talk to some VCs soon about it. All right, great. Thank you. You made your memory bank. All right, so now back to the error, right? It's not even running anymore. Run again. Something about SSR hydration. It's always the server-side errors when it comes to Next.js and vibe coding. You just have to basically just keep giving it whatever the error you're receiving, and eventually it's going to work it out. I don't say that when it comes to important capabilities like the architecture of your app. I'm talking about when it comes to annoying Next.js, like use server directives. I'd rather just let it try to figure it out. See, now that I've read all the memory bank files, I understand the Happy Place project and can address the hydration error. So I do think it is a good way. You know, you spent 5 cents and you definitely added some context, but now it doesn't, it's not just completely guessing about your code base. It has some idea of what it's doing. And then I think from there, if you are serious about vibe coding like a more production level app, you would have significant memory bank-esque, rules and instructions to guide the LLM, and you would be, reviewing every PR, just like you would a junior or a mid or any engineer. Okay. I think it's saying it fixed it. No, there's 2 errors instead of 1. Great. Pasting more of these errors. So what is this? This is just stuff for like theming. This isn't even related to our integration. All right, but it's saying it's fixed. Good. All right, we're going to pull up another. What's it doing? No, I don't want you to. Don't try to QA it yourself. I will QA it. Yeah, you know, whatever. Change all of it. I don't care. I do care, but I mean, we're vibe jamming, so I got to let it do whatever it wants to do on my computer. That's the rule. So, all right, back to the fun. I don't think it's doing anything still when we press the button. Let's do another. I think I already have this MCP server. This is another cool MCP server set up. No, in this one. Vibe install. Yeah, 20. I guess it has an @ symbol as the first thing. That's kind of. Why is it not coming up? Anyway, it's 21st dev / magic. So this is cool. This is like a UI component MCP server. So it goes and tries to build your UI using ShadCN, React components, and it does all right. So let's try it. Use 21st dev MCP to make 3 text fields. The OpenAI image. All right, so yeah, I mean, we do need to get to where we can actually get the input from the user to make this happen. So I'm gonna try to do that. We got 20 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I wasted too much time on setup and stuff. I had to get better at like, boom, V0, boom, Vercel, boom, deployed, running locally. I think I spent about 15 or 20 minutes getting that going. Rusty. I doing a lot of managing, not a lot of deving, but I'm getting back. Yeah, and the faster you can crank this out, Klein, the better, because we are hurting for time right now. Let's go see what's up in the Discord. I haven't even checked. Nice, cool. People are doing it. I love it. It's so fun. So it's fun making it, but then it's also fun at a hackathon. Once it's done, just seeing what everybody else built and getting inspired and giving feedback. It's a lot of fun. It's a great vibe. If you haven't done a hackathon before, give it a shot. Especially now with vibe coding, you don't even have to be a developer. Like you could be doing this. Yes, I'm in VS Code and Curse and all this stuff. You could be doing all of this right in V0 and not be worrying about a lot of the annoyances that I'm dealing with. All right, variant 1. I don't know. Great. So I think this is definitely giving a different feel. It's going to go just like V0 black dark theme, but the important thing isn't so much the look and feel. We need to be able to collect this information right now. All right, go. Didn't realize it was waiting for me over here. I mean, it did it, didn't it? I don't know if it did it not receive the info? Oh boy, burn more time. I think I should have been over here. Oh, okay, let's do it again. Come on. Yeah, sorry, I already used you, but all right. Variant 1, come on, let's do it. Uh, 18 minutes. All right, I think as far as imagery, we're going to have to get really basic, and we're going to just have to come up with like a background image that takes this black and makes it nice. Okay, so make a AI chill vibes in the woods, pond, happy place. Only text is at top. All right, so hopefully if we get ChatGPT to give us some kind of imagery, then we can just stick that in real quick to give us a little bit of pop, and we can focus on just making this actually work with the last 16 minutes. Again, not a lot of confidence that we're going to actually get the image one working that fast, but let's try it. Can I have 2 of these sessions going at once? It's like, all right, you work on the formatting, and then on the back end, I'll work on, oh, you know what I will do? I'm going to put the OpenAI environment variable key on the Vercel as well, so that it's there when we deploy. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen while I put in a sensitive API key. Into Vercel for our deployed app, so that if we can get this to work, we deploy it and you can actually try it. That's the goal. So we go into Vercel, and then you go into the settings for a project. There's environment variables tab. I'm going to add a OpenAI API key with underscores. Okay, so now we have that. Let's jump back and see what we're doing here. All right, yeah, no, I don't need you to test. I'll test. What's going on? We're back to the hydration error. Oh, these are fields already. Cabin, painting, tea. Okay, so that's working. All right, then bailing. I don't even know if we use the 21st stuff. I don't know what happened there, but whatever. We've got 15 minutes to try to get the image from here. What happens when we hit the button? Does anything actually happen? Like it tried, but what is it doing? Oh boy, test, test, test. Oh, it's spinning a lot now. What is it doing? Ooh. Is it actually doing it? I feel like it is. A test where you can test with test. This is truly my nightmare place. I wouldn't want to be here. This is not my happy place. This is not my happy place. But did it just work? Wait, try it again. Try it again. All right. I was recently in Puerto Rico for a vacation. It was amazing. Puerto Rico beach. Making a sandcastle. Dolphins. There's a dolphin. I don't know. Come on, ChatGPT. Make it happen. Take me to my happy place. Yes. Okay, I'll tell you right now, I can tell by this image that this is not ChatGPT image 1. This is almost a Shirley Dolly 3. I don't know. I'm just telling you like the quality and everything. But yeah, I mean, I do feel happy here. I don't know. This dolphin might need help getting back into the water, but All right. So, all right. This is fun. This is what's fun about vibe coding. You know, it's like just doing some cool stuff and just messing around. Oh boy, I think I just showed you my API key. I'll delete that one and swap it. Yeah, how much of that did you see? These keys, it's hard when you're live streaming. Oh, I wasn't showing my screen this whole time. Oh no. Okay, that's actually good because I didn't share my screen, but it's bad because you missed it. You missed the dolphin. So let me do it again. Or we'll come with it. Yeah, Puerto Rico Beach. And we're making a sandcastle. And there's a dolphin. So now you are on there, right? Yeah. Okay. Back. The call to image to OpenAI to generate the image is a little bit slow. Obviously, if we weren't building this, wow. Yeah. In the last one, the image, the dolphin was real. And this one, the dolphin is incorporated into the sandcastle. I mean, that's cool too. Yeah. So again, just it's a lot of fun messing around with this stuff. Check it out. All right, we got to deploy. Working. Some question marks because we don't want to be too confident that it's working. We did just see it working, but oh, look at this. Fun. Yeah, never push your secrets. But didn't I put the OpenAI key in the end bar? Why is it not? Oh, I see. We don't have our .env in our git ignore probably, right? I'm sorry, every single security person that's worked with me before. I'm a bad. All right, let me go off screen share again, figure this out. Sorry, but I don't want to put my keys onto GitHub. Okay, sorry. How's the best way to deal with this? This is gonna be fun because I think it's already in committed history, so I gotta like uncommit that. Ooh, here's where it's good to know how to use Git really well. Where we can. Oh, I gotta figure out which commit has it. Okay, it's in here. I'm going to undo this commit. No, I'm not, because that's going to make them lost. Okay, we're going to spend the last 8 minutes trying to do Git stuff, apparently. Good Lord. Why did we cherry pick the commit? No, that's not going to work. Yeah, so if anyone's just joining, I'm now accidentally committed my OpenAI key into my Git, and I'm trying to undo that. A lot of fun with the last 7 minutes here. How about you show me how to do this really quick? I see. Okay, I got an idea. We're gonna break it into a new branch, and then we're gonna try to clean that up from there. Oh no, maybe we just fully. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. I'm gonna basically just do this a very, not probably the right way, but the way that I know how to do it fast, which is let's just kind of like wipe it. All right, you're not going to be able to do much commentary right now because I'm just trying to get the final stuff working here to deploy. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to, yeah, this should work. All right, so yeah, I don't know. Rather than try to fix Happy Place repo, which would have taken some real nice Git magic, which I can't do in 5 minutes, I'm going to make Happy Place 2, publish it, deploy it on Vercel, and yeah, that's maybe not the smoothest way to do it, but when you're crunching for time and you need something to work, like you're about to do a demo, you get creative and you come up with a way to do it. So yeah, what we're doing right now is just trying to like deploy a bunch of stuff, and I'm not screen sharing because I feel like I'm jumping around with real accounts and environment variables, so I can't show my screen right now because I'll have sensitive stuff. But we're almost done here. We got 3 minutes. Hopefully they would consider that they've seen that my app is working and now I'm just deploying. I don't think that really would even count towards it, but I still would love to have it done. Okay, add new project from Happy Place 2. Sorry, I'm deploying into Vercel with our like second repo that we built to fix our issue. Oh, I still need to do the init. Cool, not time to deploy because we no longer have the secret. I mean, props to GitHub for like basically blocking you from deploying unless you remove the secret. Let's go. Okay, so it's building our thing. I'm going to put my environment variable, the one that was causing us to have the deploy problem. We need to put it up on Vercel again. All right, 2 minutes countdown. How's everyone else doing? Oh, we've got full 30 mins to submit. Nice. Okay. I like that. A little bit of pressure's off. So fun. All right. Did we get it deployed? Let's go back on screen share. I guess that's a no. We did not get it deployed. What is this? Code not found. Didn't we just deploy? Like an actual code? What is happening? And does it run local? It's literally just copy paste of the working one we just had. Yeah, it runs local. Oh, we have an issue. Still saying something about you saw it working. Maybe that fix never got pulled in. Like, unsure, but we have a video of it working. We just hit our 30-minute. We just hit our time's up. So I do have video evidence that we vibe coded this thing. Obviously, it was, it wasn't much in an hour, but it's a lot of fun. Again, gives you an excuse. Try something new. Try a tool you haven't used before. Some of these longer hackathons where you get a whole day, you can really get deep into something new. So hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much, anyone that jumped on. This is my first live stream I've ever done. I have not any idea what I'm doing. So hopefully it wasn't too rough. I'm going to try to do some more and get better at it. And yeah, if you haven't joined my channel, please take a look. Travis Vibes. I'm going to be continuing with my ongoing series of vibe coding a fully working web app of a image one API integration for house painting. Yeah. And so if you liked what you saw, there's a lot more of it on my channel. Thanks. I'm going to stop streaming and I'll do a follow-up of my thoughts and a little bit more demo of what I've